The world of sports stood still as the heartbreaking news of Marshawn Kneeland's passing spread across the nation, leaving fans, teammates, and coaches in deep sorrow. His funeral became one of the most emotional and unforgettable moments in recent memory, a gathering not just to mourn, but to celebrate the life of a young man who left a mark far deeper than the game itself. People travelled from across states, former teammates came wearing his jersey, and fans gathered outside the church holding candles and posters with messages like "Forever in our hearts" and #Kneeland strong. The entire community was united in grief, standing shoulder to shoulder to honour the soul of a player whose spirit, drive and energy inspired so many both on and off the field. The ceremony began with soft gospel music playing in the background as a large screen displayed photos and clips of Marshawn through the years, from his early days playing high school football to his dominant performances in college, and finally his proudest professional moments. Each clip drew tears and applause, especially when his big, contagious smile filled the screen. The atmosphere was emotional, yet filled with warmth, a true reflection of the light Marshawn brought into people's lives. As pastors, friends, and family members spoke, stories of his kindness poured out one after another. His mother spoke through tears, saying, "He wasn't just my son. He was my heart. He made me proud every single day." The entire room was silent, listening closely as she shared how Marshawn always called her before every game, promising, "I'll make you proud, Mom." It was a moment that broke everyone, a reminder that beyond the fame and the sport, Marshawn was a humble, loving son with a heart full of gratitude. Then came the moment that truly defined the entire service, when Dallas Cowboys superstar Dak Prescott walked up to the stage to deliver a stunning and emotional tribute that left everyone in tears. Dak, dressed in all black, paused for several seconds before speaking, visibly emotional. He said, "Marshawn was more than an athlete. He was my brother. He was someone who carried light with him everywhere he went." His voice trembled as he continued. He inspired everyone. On the field, in the locker room, and in life. He worked harder than anyone, loved deeper than most, and lived every moment with passion. The crowd was completely silent, hanging on to every word. Many of Marshawn's teammates stood with heads bowed, tears streaming down their faces. Dak shared personal memories, how Marshawn would stay late after practice to help younger players, how he always had a smile, no matter how tough the game got, and how his faith and positive spirit uplifted everyone around him. "He made you believe," Dak said. "Even when you were tired, even when things got hard, Marshawn made you believe that anything was possible." Then Dak took a deep breath and added something that would stay with everyone forever. "Marshawn once told me, we don't just play football, we play for our families, for our people, and for God." And that's how he lived. That's why he'll never be forgotten. His powerful words drew tears from the audience, followed by a long standing ovation. People embraced one another, crying, clapping, and chanting Marshawn's name. As Dak finished his tribute, the lights dimmed, and a video montage began playing on the big screen. It showed some of Marshawn's best moments, the tackles, the victories, the celebrations, and the laughter. But the most powerful moments were the behind-the-scenes clips, Marshawn hugging his mum after a win, signing autographs for kids, visiting hospitals, and talking about his faith. The entire room could feel his energy. Even in death, his spirit was still inspiring and bringing people together. After the video, the choir sang a breathtaking rendition of "I'll Fly Away," as the pallbearers, including several of Marshawn's former teammates, carried the casket draped in his jersey. Fans outside the church began chanting, "Kneeland forever! Kneeland forever!" The sound echoed through the streets, a powerful farewell to a young man who meant so much to so many. Balloons were released into the sky, blue and white, his team colours, as hundreds of people lifted their phones to record the bittersweet moment. Social media immediately flooded with tributes. Fans around the world shared clips of Dak Prescott's moving words, calling it the most emotional speech of his career. NFL players from multiple teams posted their condolences, sharing how Marshawn's positivity and drive had touched them, even from afar. Hashtags like #RIP MarshawnKneeland, #DakPrescottTribute, and #Gone But Never Forgotten began trending within hours. Sports networks replayed Dak's tribute across platforms, calling it a moment of unity and heart. Analysts and fans alike praised Dak for showing what true brotherhood in the NFL looks like, not just team, but family. Many said this funeral reminded them that football is more than a game. It's a bond built through love, faith, and shared struggle. As the sun began to set that evening, the church lights dimmed, but the love for Marshawn only grew stronger. People lingered long after the service ended, sharing stories, hugging, and reflecting on his legacy. Children held small footballs signed in his memory, while adults wiped tears and promised to keep his spirit alive. This was more than a farewell. It was a movement. It was a reminder of how much one person's light can change lives. Marshawn Kneeland's legacy will forever live on, through his family, his teammates, and every young athlete inspired by his determination and faith. And thanks to Dak Prescott's heartfelt, unforgettable tribute, the world will remember not just the player Marshawn was, but the beautiful soul he will always be. Rest in power, Marshawn Kneeland. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. Forever in the hearts of fans, forever in the history of the game, and forever in the love of those who knew you.